The following program contains immature adults using mature language. If you can't handle that, then go f*** your...
Hi, my name's Chuck.
Sway, just move.
All right.
Sway, just move with me, darling. Sway, just move with me, darling. Sway, just move with me, darling. Sway, just move with me, darling.
Whoa, you gotta calm down there, Chuck.
You got the answer, Sway. You got the answer.
Chuck.
You got the answer, Sway. You got the answer.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to a new edition of the Chuck Sway Show. I know it's been a little bit of a time. I know that the environment looks a little bit different if you're watching on YouTube, but that's just how it is. We're in Jeff's house. Jeff, how you doing? You've been on here before.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a long pod.
But this is going to be a different conversation. One for being we have whiskey. Take a sip at each. On the rocks. Ooh, that's good decanter whiskey. We have coffee.
I got some apple juice.
Do you have water?
I don't.
Okay. Well, that rounds up my trifecta. I got water.
Okay.
So it's going to be a way different conversation than the Avengers because we've already discussed that topic. So what I want to talk about today is what's the longest you've gone without coming?
Without coming?
Yeah.
So I need a reference point here. Are we talking about like when I like...
We're not talking like pre-pubescent years with like before you hit puberty, but like post-puberty.
I think there was one time where I like really, really tried to like... You ever heard of that challenge when like people start to, like stop jacking off and they find themselves like more productive and everything like that?
I've never heard that it's more productive. I'm familiar with like the No Nut November. And that's now that we're in December, like we got to talk about it.
No, so there's a guy who actually like tested it out. He did not jack off for like months on end, and he said he legitimately found himself more productive. I tried it once. I would say like a month.
A month? Shit.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
it was.
That's a really long time.
It was. I'm never gonna do that again though.
Yeah, it was terrible. What?
Yeah.
Because you heard of this, the benefits of not jerking it.
Yeah, I did it silently. Like I didn't tell anyone.
It was a silent protest.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even a protest. It was just like a silent experiment. You know, you ever do those things where you don't like really talk to anybody about it, but you just kind of like try it out.
Yeah, try it out. Shout out your mom's house. If you're not listening to this podcast, you should be listening to your mom's house podcast.
Yeah, shout out to Tom Segura, man.
And
some good
Christina
content.
Pajitsky.
Yeah, she's good. That's a fantastic couple.
It is.
Like
It really
they're
is.
so good together.
But yeah, back to nutting.
Oh yeah, come.
I made it public in high school. I didn't make it public, but I told people. I was like bragging about it. I was like, oh, someone suggested it to me. I was in walking club. And someone suggested to me, like, oh, you probably can't go the whole month without nutting.
What? Wait, what? You were in walking club?
Yeah, we had walking club in high school.
Did you get like a PE credit for it?
No, but it was a cop-out of a club if you wanted to just do something.
Like for your resume? I mean, you don't seem like a resume person.
I joined walking club because I thought that it would improve my resume. It'd be a more hireable asset because I did fucking walking club. What the fuck? No,
God.
it was just like an excuse to leave class but not go to a legitimate club. I mean, we had Pokemon club too. I didn't join that, but
I would have joined that.
I don't know. A lot of people did.
Oh yeah, that'd been fantastic.
We had Simpsons club. We had very unproductive clubs at my high school.
Yeah, we did not.
But anyways, it was in walking club. I'm like, I bet you can't go the whole month without nutting. I was like, fucking bet. Let's fucking do this. And I just, as I was walking around the track, I was just bragging to everyone. Like, I'm going to go a whole month without nutting. Let's go. I made it like 2 weeks and then I didn't tell anyone about it.
Did you tell everybody you made it a month?
No. I just hoped that everyone forgot about it. That was the plan.
You know, I probably would have forgot about it if you told me that. No, actually, if I didn't know you, I would have forgot about it. But if like we were as close as friends as we are now, I would hold you to that shit.
And I wouldn't make it. The longest I've gone.
I would put like a sensor on you so I knew if you were like jerking it.
Like a Fitbit?
Yeah.
There's an added feature to the Fitbit. that
Yeah.
it can tell that you're doing aggressive wrist movements.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or like thrusting,
Yeah.
because no nutting that includes.
Yeah, it's true. Did you try this year for No Nut November?
No, God no.
Yeah. I think I did for like a week just to see, and it just got too difficult. And then I had to make up for lost time, so I nutted a lot. I don't think I've ever even gone a month, honestly.
You know, looking back on it now, I probably didn't go a month either. It was probably closer to 3 weeks.
I went, the longest I can remember in recent memory is when I was on a cruise. I was gone for 2 weeks. And you can't, like, you're doing too much fun stuff. You don't really need to make time to jerk it, but God, my balls were just fucking hurting at the end of it.
Man, you had to hit a bathroom or something.
I had to dump. I never did. But when I got home,
I strictly remember.
gates were open.
Specifically remember a conversation between us where you said that you like to jerk it anywhere.
I think that's a misquote. I've never said that.
Or like
I
when
can jerk it anywhere. It
Or
doesn't
when-
mean that I prefer.
When you were like a teen, like you would just fucking.
oh
pound it
yes,
out
we just
anywhere.
had this conversation. Oh yeah, I had a routine. I can't. Was I telling you about my routine?
You didn't tell me about the routine,
Dude, I told my routine to someone recently, and it
Really?
was fucking rigorous. So I was probably 13 and a half, 14. I don't know, when I first started jerking. I felt like I was late to the party. I didn't really know what to do. I was pretty sheltered as a kid. But then when we got that fucking Wi-Fi, oof, game over.
Bruh, the first thing that I found porn on was a PSP.
Fucking same. First mobile device. I
Yeah,
watched it
yeah,
on the
yeah.
desktop, but yeah, first mobile device, PSP.
It was always so ballsy doing it on the desktop, though, man, because like it's generally when you're that age, you have like a family computer.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's like, did you have like your each individual accounts on the family computer, like on Windows, or were you?
I think it was just on the family account.
Wow.
But here's the thing.
That's even more
My
ballsy.
mother is so far behind even today on the technology curve that she could never, even if she wanted to snoop, she couldn't. I'm sure there was some version of incognito mode because I don't think Chrome was a thing back then.
No.
But yeah,
Everybody just used Safari or Internet Explorer.
I got so I didn't have a Mac either, so I was stuck with IE.
Yeah.
But I got so ballsy with the desktop computer pre PSP days that I remember one night it was like maybe 11:30, so it wasn't too late into the night. There's still a risk of people being up, and I took a comforter and just put it over my head and over the monitor, and jerked it over with the comforter in the middle of the kitchen at like 11 at night.
And what house is that? Is this at the
This
Inglemoor
was,
house
Yeah, this was at the Kenmore house.
or Kenmore? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know the layouts of that, but I mean
No.
the kitchen is the focal point, the center point of the house. It's like you pass through it to get anywhere. So yeah, I was in the middle of a fucking intersection of people, of potential people.
Well, I mean, you only had 3 people in your house, though.
No, because we had foster kids too.
What?
Yeah. I was so risky with that shit looking back on it. But no, once I got the PSP, the bathroom became my favorite place in the house. Not the
Not
kitchen.
your room?
No, because
Did you not like using a sock?
well, I gotta set up this whole story. I didn't use a sock and I didn't use the room normally. And it'll make sense why in a minute. But I didn't use the bedroom because it was a big space and I don't think I had locks on the door. I think my mom was one of those parents that didn't like locks. But at
I
least we
didn't
had doors.
either, but there was. But if you shut the door, man, like your family didn't respect to at least knock.
Well, it depends on the time of day.
Yeah.
If it was
so.
nighttime, yeah, like the bedroom was obviously the preferred place. But my pubescent routine for jerking it from probably 8th grade to... It was a solid year of this routine and then it tapered off. But for like a solid year, I'd wake up, I'd jerk it as I was waiting for the bus. I'd go in, and this was all in the bathroom with the PSP. I'd wake up and jerk it, go to school, get home, go to the bathroom, jerk it, probably have a snack, and then a few hour or two later, go back and jerk it, then have dinner, then jerk it again, and then right before bed, jerk it one more time.
So how many times were you jerking it a day?
On average, like 5.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I was like, you seen the Rick and Morty episode or the Family Guy episode where Quagmire's just stuck in the house and he...
Oh, when they find internet porn.
Yeah, and he has the giant hand. My right hand was so fucking buff. Everything else was just
So when you bench
tubby.
press, did you? Like,
Yeah, there was definitely... There was a skew up until I started bench pressing like 2 years ago.
Really?
They're like, you got to fix it. I was like, sorry, I've been jacking it with my right hand this whole time. I got to switch it up. Just stranger in the tub.
I'm a lefty.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you right hand dominant?
Yeah.
But you're a left jerker?
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Is it really?
Yes, that's crazy.
I've never told anyone that.
Well, you just told 100 million people. No, you probably told like 20 people.
Yeah. I mean, we have a fantastic viewership, though. So
That's
all right.
true.
Shout
That's
out to AJ.
Yeah, loyal viewership.
Yeah.
But I don't even think I've tried my left hand. It feels weird.
See, right hand feels weird to me. You know what's funny, though?
That's strange.
My first T-ball baseball mitt was a left-handed mitt. So up until I was like 6, I was like left-handed.
Wait, so you used your right hand? For
No,
the mitt?
For the mitt, and then
Oh, yeah,
I threw with my left hand.
Yeah. So your mitt was in your right hand. You threw it with your left.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, but then like I grew up and I was right hand dominant. I still eat with my left hand too. I'm like,
Did you ever write with your left hand?
no, I'm like half-ass ambidextrous.
Only when you feel like it?
Yeah, like certain weird activities.
I have sports related. I know I can catch one-hand footballs better with my left hand than my right. And then I shoot left. Like a gun, my
Yeah.
trigger finger
That's
is the
weird.
left. Yeah.
I think I got really good like in sports with my left hand just because as like a lineman, if you're on the left side, you have to have your left hand on the ground.
Really?
Yeah. So like so I played left guard, so I had to have my left hand on the ground.
Wow.
In like a real style offense. Like,
Oh, they never had me do that. I played on both sides.
man, that's bullshit.
I just went down right each time. They never stressed right or left.
Dude, like half my coaches played college football, so they were all like fucking. They made us do like every little fucking detail. It was bullshit. Like we
That's
sucked
ridiculous.
ass. We sucked ass.
But you look good doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we look clean. No, and then like on the defensive line, we had to rotate hands too. So if you were on the defensive line and you were on the left side of the ball, you had your right hand, you had your inside hand down. So then if you were on the right side of the ball, you had your left hand.
Yeah,
down.
but wouldn't you do that just to counteract the offensive line that is doing the whatever side of the line they're on the hand?
Yeah, because like when I played defensive end, it was to get outside leverage. So if
Yeah.
you had your right hand on the ground and the person was on like the right side, then you could get your hand in. Just it's like a
That's
leverage
true.
thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was terrible at defense, so
I hated defense.
I did too.
I was an all offensive person.
Yeah, coach took me out. The defensive line coach took me out of defense. He really liked me, but he's like, "You're not. I will not like you if you continue to play defense." I'm like, "Cool."
Would you play defensive end?
They had me at N. I think they had me like down in the gaps too.
Fucking trenches.
Yeah, DL.
Speaking of DTs, man, Dominican Sue and fucking Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on the deep shot though.
Oh, yeah,
'cause I know
my
we
bad.
don't have an episode this week. So
Oh, shoot,
I
I apologize.
I do. You're
Sorry,
good
deep
though.
shot.
We do have football on right now. It's still AM, so sue us if we're drinking whiskey. But I did want to ask you a sports related
Sunday.
question because there's no deep shot this week.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite domestic abuse NFL player? Because of this Kareem Hunt news, we won't be able to talk about on the deep shot this week. I want to get your take. And for reference, Kareem Hunt is the Chiefs running back who was just released a couple days ago for a video that came out that he fucking wrecked this chick.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
Fucking wrecked her and then kicked her when she was down. And I allegedly she called him the N-word. I don't know, but
It's on TMZ Sports.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's bad.
but beyond just the developing news, who is your favorite domestic abuse NFL player? So for the pool, we have Kareem Hunt, we have Ray Rice, the former Ravens running back. We have who was that fucker on the Cowboys? The
Oh, I hate
Hardy?
him. Yeah,
is that his
Hardy,
last name? Hardy. Yeah.
I forget what his first name
Jeff
is.
Hardy?
Dude, no, that's a professional wrestler.
You're right.
The Hardy brothers, Jeff and Matt.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that guy. And
Okay.
then who else?
Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy. That's right. Greg Hardy. Or I guess we could throw Richie Incognito in there because he's a piece of shit.
Ray Lewis killed somebody.
He was a murderer, though. He wasn't like that. Wasn't like a domestic violence thing. Like he killed. There were no witnesses. He just killed him. Or like Plexico Burris. He shot himself in the ass.
No, he shot himself in the foot.
I thought it was the ass.
No, he had like the gun in his pants and he shot himself in the foot in a fucking club.
I thought it was the ass.
I mean, that would have been
Maybe
better. I
let's-
think it was a foot. I'm
Let's
pretty sure it was a
expand this to just off-field shenanigan NFL players. Who's your favorite and why?
I mean, I like Michael Kendricks just because he got caught for insider trading. Like, who the fuck gets caught for insider trading, man?
Dumb people who are trying to be smart. Blue-collar people that are trying to be white-collar people.
But I would say Ray Rice. I really like
mean right hook.
I mean, that was a fantastic punch. That video was hilarious. In the elevator too.
That's
Dude,
fucked for you to say that.
Dude, yeah,
That's impeding on my brand. I'm having someone with views like this.
Dude.
Like, dude, that's a funny fucking video.
dude, but when the
That's toxic masculinity right
dude,
there.
when the elevator doors open and she just knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, it's brutal.
I mean, like, I don't mean to laugh at shit like that, but when the elevators open, man, that was so bad.
I made the joke about the Kareem Hunt video. I mean, can we celebrate him for being progressive and going after a woman at the same rate that he go after a man?
Yeah.
He held nothing back. He didn't see gender, which is just, isn't that what we're striving for in 2018, going into 2019?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there still is that kind of standard, like, men shouldn't hit women, like.
Yeah, and I agree
even
with that
though
too.
I do too, just because of physical.
But let me ask you this: if a woman should get her ass beat, what?
I mean, it really depends on why. I mean, I still don't think men should hit women.
No, I don't either.
But I mean, if a bitch is asking for it, you just gotta send another bitch at her, right? I mean,
Send the troops at her.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's non-exclusionary for any person. There, man, women, child. It doesn't matter. There are people out there that need to get the shit kicked out of them.
PSA, that is not actually my view on women
Getting hit.
Yeah, I don't think they should get hit. So
No, I don't either. But I think that there are some people out there that should get hit for various reasons.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I think I should get hit.
Yeah,
Sometimes I think
agreed.
you should get
Yeah,
hit.
100%. I don't think that it should be a gender specific thing.
I agree.
If someone's-
I don't like. I mean, this is gonna sound really bad, but I don't like women who have the attitude that I'm a girl, so I can act however I want, and nobody can do anything to me.
Yeah.
That's frustrating to me.
Yeah, that is. People in general do that. I used to do that as a
Yeah.
kid. I'm like, you can't hit me. My mom's a cop. What are you going to do about it? I was a
Yeah.
bitch.
Really?
I was bitch
You
made.
still use the my mom's
Hell
a
yeah,
cop.
dude. Hell yeah. Up until she retires, which is coming up, but until then,
Shout out to Denise.
Yeah.
man. She put some work in.
like 35 years.
Wow.
Yeah. She's shot at someone once, and I think got shot at once in that same instance. I think even before I was born.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, she's not trigger happy, which is nice.
What do you? Speaking of cops,
Yeah.
we have a friend, really close friend. He's been on the show before.
Is this still sensitive information, or is this general? I don't know if we can release that information. I don't know if it's been. I don't know where the timeline is. Anyways, it's your ass, not mine.
I guess if there's any chance, then I won't bring it up.
Okay. I just don't know if there's any like protection of like, hey, don't tell anyone.
I
Are we
won't-
past that stage?
Can I not say his name? I just won't say his name.
Yeah, keep him anonymous. You can figure out who it is if you're smart. But
Well, we got a buddy who's a cop. Or he's not a cop yet. He's working in
corrections,
corrections. Yeah. Do you think he's gonna be trigger happy?
dude, that's tough. That's tough to say. That's tough to say. You can't really tell if anyone's gonna be trigger happy unless you put them in a situation like that.
I feel like he keeps his cool very well though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. Would you? Feel
I've never
like
seen
you were
him in
trigger
like a
happy?
super stressful situation though. I don't think.
But I think that being out with friends and hanging out compared to being in the shit of it in corrections
Yeah,
or
that's
in
true.
law enforcement in general, like it's a whole different
I have faith though.
conversation.
I have faith he'll do okay.
I think so. Would you be trigger happy?
No.
No.
I think I would buckle and fold and leave before I would.
Yeah, but like in that situation, you can't really leave. Like you're supposed to be like the presence there. You're like, oh, like I'm just gonna stay out of this. It's like you're the police. You got to be involved. They called you.
So I'm not a cop.
Hell, fucking yeah.
No, I don't think. I think I would keep my cool though. I mean, obviously nobody can say that for sure until
Here's the number
they're
one.
in the situation though.
Here's the number one question for anyone who is in law enforcement. What if it's a minority? Your default answer should be trigger happy because that's what they do.
I mean, it depends on where. If I was in Washington and I saw a minority, then it's like,
What do you mean saw a minority? Just on the
bad
street,
people.
like, get on the ground.
there's no. It's Washington, man. This
There
is
are
like the
bad
most-
people
there-
here.
I know, but this is like the most peaceful fucking place in the United States.
That I will contest that. It's the most passive aggressive that
Yeah.
like kind of is like a quasi peaceful environment, but it's just like everyone being passive aggressive pieces of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a backhand region. 100%.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, just because there's so many like granolas that, like,
Are you familiar with the Seattle No? Do you know what that is? Have you heard
No.
about it? I think it was the Huffington Post, or maybe it was just some Seattle blog that published this piece a few years ago. But the Seattle No is basically how people from Seattle say no, and it turns out that they don't say no. It's like one of those things like, hey, I'm having this event. I'm going to do this podcast. Do you want to come on to my podcast? It's like, oh, yeah, man. Well, I mean, like, just dancing around it. They never actually say no. They don't have like the decency and the directness to say no. They're just like, oh, like, yeah, we'll see.
but everybody in Seattle gets so offended.
Yeah. That's because they can't just say no. They can't give a definite answer.
God, I saw
Their
a
feelings
video.
are always in flux.
Saw a video the other day of people getting offended. I'm trying to remember what I saw because it was fucking hilarious.
Was it in Seattle?
No, I don't think so. It was like two like people who get offended, like trying to go on a date, and like them speaking to each other, and every topic they bring up, they get offended. And I was like, this
God.
describes Seattle so fucking well.
That too. There's hella dogs in Seattle. We're not in Seattle right now, but I think that serves as a good example.
Do you think there's really hella dogs in Seattle?
Dude, there is statistically. Sounds like it's under something.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna get the jewel.
Yeah, no, statistically, like Seattle, like per capita is one of the highest. Where's the pooch?
In the blanket.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're good. Per capita, Seattle's like the highest dog ownership. Like Amazon's super dog friendly.
So actually, Samsung has a headquarters in Bellevue, I think.
Okay.
So they can basically keep good relations with Costco and Amazon. And they're the only dog friendly campus in the whole Samsung chain. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
when I was at my national training meeting, they're like, yeah, we got headquarters everywhere. We got headquarters up in Seattle. Everybody hates them because they got dogs on their campus.
Was this when you were in Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old Texas, man. That was an interesting trip.
Yeah. What was the best part about Texas?
Oh, Top Golf.
I've never been. I've never
It's
been to a Top Golf.
fun.
I don't think there's one in Seattle. There's one down in Portland, right?
Yeah.
Did you lose it?
No, I can hear you. I just, in my left ear is off.
You just gotta play with it.
Here, I'll play with it.
Yeah.
Keep
You
going.
just gotta diddle it.
What was the question?
Top Golf.
Top Golf is a blast.
Yeah.
There's so many different games you can play. Like, and even if you suck ass at golf like me,
Or me.
you're bad.
Oh yeah.
You're probably better than me just because I can't, like, you've played like actual golf on like a course.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. I shot 100 over. with uncounted mulligans and just multiple redos. Yeah.
I stopped playing by the back nine and just started drinking. Me, hair off, Kyle, and Zwanich went golfing.
Oh shit! I remember this.
Yeah, like after overnight at like 9 a.m.
Early tea time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. And yeah, and by the back nine, I just drove the cart and drank.
Yeah.
Two very good things to do together.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Dude, this neighborhood is golf cart friendly. You can drive them on the road.
Oh, where we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember you telling me that.
There's
dope.
they have signs. It says share the road with golf carts.
How frequent are they, especially that we're into like wintertime? Are people
I don't
still
know.
mobbing?
No, not really. But I bet in the summertime it'll be a little bit more frequent. What do you want?
The Huel. What are your thoughts on Juul coming out, the FDA? Running
It
down.
doesn't surprise me. I mean,
What
if you have
flavor
that
is it?
many, oh, it's a good one. If you have that many, like, because I guarantee you the demographic for Juul is like 50% 18 and under.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could see why they had to take action.
Tastes really bad with coffee.
I bet it does.
Yeah.
I bet it tastes bad with OJ too.
Ugh. You have apple juice though. Well, what about whiskey? That's like a
That kind of like goes together.
combo right there.
Nicotine and whiskey is like, dude, you pounded that.
I can't pace myself with alcohol or any sort of liquid or food.
Really?
Yeah. 100%.
So ideally, if you could live anywhere, where would you want to live?
Dude, I don't know. I think of it, the only places I've been are Pacific Northwest, NorCal, Florida. Never fucking going there. Hopefully I never have to return there ever again.
Yeah, you hate Florida.
I hate Florida. I really do. I hate the South for many reasons, politically and geographically.
I've never been to the South. I've been like off the coast of the South, but like never like to the actual like America
South. So
yeah.
I'll say this: like, I don't want to shit on the entire region as a whole because there are
Roll
many
Tide.
there are many great things that come out of the South. The people are fantastic.
Generally, yeah.
They are very friendly. Southern hospitality is a real thing.
Yes.
The food is really good too.
Yep.
But the overall climate and just existing there is fucking hell.
I would sweat and never stop sweating until I died.
Dude, I used to spend my summers in Florida.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, real rough.
Your summers.
My summers, 8 weeks, 8 weeks of the year. Fucking July. Usually get there around 4th of July and leave at the end of August.
Can I make a comment real quick?
Make a comment.
I feel like my podcast voice is evolving. I feel like the first
Yeah?
time I was very, I don't know, felt very mumbly, and now I feel like I feel like I have a general mumble in my
comfortable.
voice, but I feel a little bit better.
Yeah, that's good. You're also in
Yeah.
your own house
That does
instead
help.
of like a different environment. And also, it's your second time with all this technology in front of you. You're a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not overwhelming. I noticed that when people come on for the first time, there's usually anywhere between 10 minutes to the entire show where it's just uncomfortability because it's just like, I don't like, hello.
I remember the
Hi.
first time you put me on camera, I was super uncomfortable. It was after.
Oh,
it was
the
for Views Giving.
Yeah, our Friendsgiving that we had. Yeah, I remember that. That was a shit project. That came. I had to do that. It was a project for class.
Yeah,
and it came
yeah.
out not good. I did not like it. But yeah, I could tell you were uncomfortable.
It was very uncomfortable. That was like my, I guess, first time in front of like a camera when it was like focused on me, you know. So it was like,
Well, like, even today, we bust out the camera. Like, oh shit, we're gonna be on camera.
Yeah,
You
I
saw the
know.
tripod. You're like, oh, I'm gonna put on a nice shirt.
dude, I know.
Are you still in the man prees?
Oh yeah, manprees won't come off.
Okay.
Dude.
Yeah, there you go. You're good.
Manprees are life.
Yeah, I don't have a pair.
If you don't have a pair, I suggest getting a pair of manprees.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I wouldn't go out in these. By all means, I
They're
would
house
not.
pants.
I would not leave the house in these pants because I show like you can see my dick and balls like
Yeah.
visibly.
I kind of do that as a power move because the sweats that I'm wearing right now, I wear to like class and out. And it's-
gray tech fleece sweats, same way.
Yeah.
Same
Just
way.
a whole package.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the Russian who like made me really uncomfortable, like borderline Me Too movement kind of thing?
Really?
I never told you that.
You got like sexually assaulted by a Russian?
I got sexually offended because we're in Seattle. You have to get offended before you get assaulted. I felt uncomfortable, like it was a hostile environment. So it was in high school. I'm still a virgin. Like I didn't really know like anything. I was still very sheltered. I'm still jerking off, 5 times a day, just by myself.
But you haven't really like expressed your sexuality.
I ran a poll in high school of asking people if I was gay or not, if they thought I was gay, and the majority of them thought I was. So that was fun.
I mean, you also didn't like have a girlfriend until after high school, so
I had a girlfriend junior high, but it was a junior high girlfriend, so yeah, it wasn't
okay.
doing like adult stuff.
that doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. But yeah, no, all throughout high school, nothing. But we were standing by the door waiting for the bell to ring last day, or the last class of the day, and this Russian girl who was I think she just lived there. I don't think she was a foreign exchange, but she had a very thick Russian accent, and I knew her. We were acquaintances. Like,
What was her name? Vladimir?
for a woman,
Yeah.
it starts with a V. I don't want to like throw out and like give
Violetta?
Violeta. Sure,
That's probably right.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, okay.
I think all Russian names start with either a V or a backwards R. So
yeah, that's true.
yeah, but anyway, so we're standing at the door waiting for the bell to ring. Class is over, but we can't. It's high school. We can't leave until the bell rings.
No, you can't leave until the teacher tells you you can leave.
Well, like we were pretty much done with class.
Oh, okay.
But the bell was the teacher essentially. So I'm standing by the door, and she like comes up to me and she's like, "You have bulge. I like bulge."
No way!
I got so uncomfortable. I'm like,
no way.
True, 100% true story. Hand of God.
She said you had a bulge and she liked your
She's
bulge.
like, "Dolls, you have bulge. I like a bulge." I'm like, oh my fuck. I'm so uncomfortable right now. Are we gonna make out? What's happening?
we gonna make out. I would have been flattered.
It was flattered. There was flattery there,
I
but
would have took
like,
it. I would have took it like a gay guy hitting on me.
that's I think a lot better because it's a little bit more subtle. Like I've been hit on by gay men before, and it's like, thank you, like you know how to do it, but fucking two high schoolers, and it's just like, I'm just gonna be honest, word vomit. You have a bulge. I can see your dick. I like it. I'm like, please, not.
She's straight to the point.
I'm 18. Like, stop it. I'm still in high school.
She's straight to the point.
I got to go home and get on my PSP now. I ran straight home.
Great comeback. Or what are those called in like stand up comedy when you loop back?
A loop back? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You ever gonna try stand up?
I think
know.
so.
I know you said you wanted to.
Yeah, I think it's coming.
I would support you.
Yeah.
I would go.
I would hope so. I don't think you should go.
Why?
Because it's
Would
better.
it
to-
put a pressure on you?
Yeah, I think
if your
there's-
friends were there.
Yeah, there's additional pressure. I'm not saying like I'm discouraging it, but I
I
think,
would laugh at your jokes even if they weren't funny.
see, and that's hacky.
You wouldn't like that.
Uh-uh.
You would like honest feedback.
If it's funny, fucking let me know it's funny. If it's not, really let me know if it's not funny.
okay.
But not just like be the cued laughter in like a sitcom.
Okay. How many stand-ups would you think you would have to do before you'd feel comfortable with
1,500?
1,500? Wow.
No, I don't know. I don't know. It's wide open right now. I have no idea. I had someone. I was at a like a panel. I was part of a panel last week for school, and I sent in for my introduction as I was an entrepreneurial entertainer, and at the end, someone asked me, "It's like, wait, so you're like a comedian?" I'm like, sure. If you want to call it that, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in general, the stuff. I mean, besides the deep shot, I would say everything else you do.
Deep shot's
is-
comedic. It's just more sports heavy. There's sports humor in it, and so if you don't really follow sports, it's not really your thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I was part of the Me Too movement. And the other part of it, I've been on the other side of the Me Too movement. And I'll say this right now because I don't want it to come back and bite me at any point in time. I accidentally groped a woman at the gym playing basketball. She set a screen, and naturally I put my hands out to try to get away, and I cupped her breast, and I felt terrible. I was also like 19 at the time, so
Think you'll get a pass on that one?
I don't know. It felt really awkward, and the thing is, I didn't say anything after. I just like kind of let it like ride, which arguably could be like flexing my power and masculinity, and you know,
I would.
I don't want to
say-
offend anyone.
I would say that as a female athlete playing with other men, that they would know that something like that could happen. So I don't think it's probably that big of a deal.
Yeah,
I would say her mindset was most likely like, let's just keep moving. You
Yeah.
know, act like it didn't happen. Act like I'm another dude out there. You know what I mean?
the worst part is too. It could have been a lot worse. Is like a post-up game. Mm-hmm. If I'm defending, I rub my dick on every person that tries to post me up on
Yeah,
in
necessities.
basketball. Yeah,
You put one leg in between their legs,
Yeah.
and then you just
be like,
dick right on ass.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you defend a basketball in the post.
Yeah, you throw some dick around. So I don't want to throw dick around with a woman. I'd feel uncomfortable.
So
It's inappropriate. With a man, 100%, fucking let it fly.
So sports is probably the thing that helped me be confident with my sexuality more than anything, because there's so much gay that goes on in all athletics.
Yeah, super. gay.
Legitimately, when we play basketball at the Y, like fingers were in assholes, like
Jesus.
posting up and shit like that. Oh yeah,
That's a little too far.
you think so?
From my experience, I never had like a finger in an asshole. I've never gotten monkeyed. People have tried, but I've never gotten monkeyed.
I
Thank
monkeyed
God.
you in Vegas.
So it was you
Yeah,
that touched my ass.
yeah,
Oh, I thought it was someone else.
yeah. I tried to make you feel like.
I felt really good that someone, random person, tried to.
I feel like it's about time for me to tell you though.
Yeah, it's been a while. It was
Yeah.
a few years.
How long has that been?
It was 2016. 16.
Are we gonna go again in June?
If I can make it. Yeah, we'll find out.
Dude, like it's such a cheap trip though.
What it is? We'll fly to
You
Everett.
can make it a cheap trip.
I can.
It'd be like 60
Wouldn't
bucks
want
for
to
tickets.
though. I've already done that once.
Yeah, that's true. $60 for tickets, and then
$60?
for round trip for
You're
for
insane.
plane tickets,
You're insane.
or is it $39.99? It's
Dude.
literally like $30 for,
Is this
for
out of-
one way tickets.
is this out of
if
Painfield
paid.
and Everett?
Yeah,
Let's look this up. 'cause
I mean that's
don't
what
believe
Sarah
it.
said. So I mean, I feel like Sarah's a pretty trustable source. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But that's fucking dick cheap.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I guess then you'd have to pay for your hotel, which would. I mean, I'm pretty sure Vegas hotels really aren't that expensive though.
My mom was just in Vegas. She saw the Golden Nugget.
The what?
Or what's the hotel we stayed in? Wasn't the Golden Nugget?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I thought it was. But yeah, she saw that. You gotta look it up. Okay, Payne Field flights. How do we look up flights? Because I need to know this now. Ooh, Alaska.
Yeah, it's a golden nugget.
Did you ever do nuggeting? Was nuggeting ever a thing? Do you know what nuggeting is?
Like, no.
So you take, it's not sexual. You take
Kind of
a.
sounds sexual.
It could be. I mean, I'm sure you could nugget it in a way that it would be sexual, but you take a unsuspecting person's backpack, so preferably in a school setting, and you take it, you empty the contents. Oh, look, I'm going to San Diego. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, yeah. Why are you going to San Diego again?
Boys trip.
Jealous.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
What are you guys doing?
I think we're doing deep sea fishing.
Really? That's going to be a fucking blast.
Yeah, this is a group of guys that really like to fish. Terrible at fishing.
Have you ever gone fishing?
Not long enough to develop like.
So the good thing about a charter is that they will tie your hooks, bait your hooks, take the fish off the hook.
They do everything for you. You just cast.
You literally cast, reel the fish in, and they take care of everything else. What are you guys going to go for, or do you even know?
Yeah, I don't know. Anywhere? No, Vegas. Whatever is out, in the deeper waters. But yeah, we're doing that. I know that's for sure. And when do we want to go to Vegas? You said June, right? Let's see. There's going to be like a live booking.
I think it was like June 9th through the something.
Where are those dates coming from?
Like 6th through the 10th or something like that. Were you not there when they were talking about Vegas?
I might have been. I'm only partially there most of the
I
time.
think it was at Kylie's, like...
Going away?
Yeah.
Shout out.
I guess we can talk about... Because we're not going to post it today.
Yeah.
So we can... Yeah, okay.
Shout out to... it was Bonzo Bill. Now it's just Bonzo, right? What's AJ's podcast alter ego?
It's Bonzo something.
Bonzo. Shout out Bonzo. Those podcasts are coming. When they do, I will be a point of contact for that because I'm gonna share the shit out of that. But yeah, it'll be a podcast with Bonzo and his wife Kylie, who we're referring to. 337, 373. These are expensive flights, my guy.
What the fuck?
And this is from. Oh God, why would you want to stop in San Francisco? Or do you have to?
Sarah,
nonstop.
What the fuck?
373 for nonstop. Here, let me move this over. Oh wait. God damn it. That's another thing. I need AJ to come home from the military so he can be producer because this is there we go.
Producing your own show is rough.
It's difficult because there's like, I don't know if you listen to the Deep Shot, but like there's always like this dead space where it's like, oh, let me pull this up and shit, I don't have this ready. But yeah.
I mean, you just gotta like flow with it though. Just keep going,
These
Talk
aren't
through it.
These aren't $40 though.
Yeah,
That's a pretty
Sarah
penny.
lied to me.
And these are all connecting through.
What about Bellingham? I heard they're cheap out of Bellingham.
Yeah, it's cheaper too, but I don't know. I think for the sake of our time,
Dude, I saw it on a
be a
commercial
travel
though
agent.
where they had $40 one-way tickets.
I think you might be right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying from a simple search.
I mean,
Maybe kayaks just price
fuck
raking.
kayak.
Yeah, I use kayak. Kayak's nice.
can you like buy plane tickets like at like roll call?
What do you mean at the
Will
gate?
call? Yeah.
A will call?
Yeah.
Maybe. I've never heard of someone showing up to an airport and been like, I'd like tickets, please. It's like, do you don't have any? Like, yeah, I want to go today. It's like, okay, fucking dumbass. Do
Okay.
you have your passport? No, I just want to go. Yeah.
Dude, that was so dope. When Chris Carson like flipped over that dude.
Oh yeah, I saw that live. That was nice.
That was so dope.
More football. If you head over to the Deep Shot Instagram, that's I think the promo for the
Is it really?
for last episode. The
Oh,
last episode, yeah,
that's
311.
How's your fantasy football team doing?
Dude, I got a win today. Today's Sunday.
Okay. I don't even think I said
second.
my lineups, to be honest with you.
I have to win. So this is the fucking shit of it and why I hate fantasy football more than any other fantasy sport.
Mm-hmm.
I have the highest scoring team in the league, and I'm 6-5.
Yeah, it's shitty because you could literally run into like the highest scorer of each week, but that's like all they score.
Yeah.
It's like they have one big week and you just happen to play them every week.
Like we have in our league, we have a fresh pick of the week. So the team with the highest scoring point total gets fresh pick of whoever's on your roster. Last week it was whoever had Saquon. It was him for the ESPN body issue. So it's him just basically naked holding a football over his junk.
Oh, yeah.
So you have bulge. And Yeah, so fresh picks. I've won like 3 fresh picks. I put up like 150, 160 points in a couple weeks. But then other weeks I'll put up like 115 and it'll be like 115, 120. It's fucking frustrating.
Yeah, I play in a 16-team league.
Bruh.
So,
That's terrible.
Oh, dude. We have some deep... There's some reaches, I'll tell you what, on rosters that should not be starting, but you have to.
Yeah, exactly.
We do play keepers, though, so I have put
Okay.
together a decent squad.
How long have you had your team?
3 years now we've been playing
Okay,
it.
nice.
So
What's the buy-in?
we don't play buy-in. It's just a bunch of like my family friends, stuff like that, and we just play for bragging rights and talk shit on Facebook message groups and shit like that.
See, that's why I'm pissed, because this was $100 buy-in.
Oh fuck! Are you even? But that's the thing, though. If you make the playoffs, then you have that chance of running the playoffs because you do score a lot of points.
Maybe, but maybe not, because then we're getting to the end of the season. My workhorses are Patrick Mahomes and Todd Gurley, the 2 number 1 seeds for each conference. They're probably going to sit those fuckers.
I hope they sit. I hope the Chiefs, when they come to Seattle, I hope they fucking sit everyone. I hope they have it clinched and they sit everyone.
Are they still haven't played, have they? Oh, fuck, they still haven't played.
Yeah.
Damn, I remember seeing that
It's
schedule.
like week 15, I think.
Oh, God.
Or no, week 16, I guess, technically, because it's the 17 week.
There's
Yeah.
still playoff implications for the Seahawks, though.
That's true. That's what I'm saying.
So
I
maybe
mean, but here's the deal: if
they
we,
won't have Kareem Hunt. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but if we run San Francisco both times and then run Arizona, I think we'll still make the playoffs. If we lose to Minnesota and KC,
We'll see.
I mean, just because everybody else in the NFC is just fucking beating each other all the time, you know, and because like all the other divisions are very very tight, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, because the North, that division is like. It's the Lions, the Minnesota, Green Bay. They're all like, I mean, I think Minnesota will probably end up winning it, but
Yeah. Are the Lions up right now?
I don't know. But I guess we probably shouldn't be talking sports, but
Yeah. But it happens.
it does. I mean, when it's a guy podcast, I guess it happens. So when you get a house, are you gonna buy yourself a decanter too?
Yeah, I have a decanter.
It's good.
I don't know what I'll put in it. Probably like some mystery shit.
Vodka,
Everclear.
Everclear.
Yeah, dude. You ever had Everclear?
I've had it in Jungle Juice, but not straight.
That sounds way more dangerous than straight.
So, on my buddy Jacob's birthday, he is his family has a cabin up in Camano Island. So I'm talking like you go past Stanwood and then you keep going like probably 45 minutes past that, and it's fucking deep. And we got a just all the boys went up there, like all my friends from high school. We went up there and we got a cooler, like an igloo cooler, and put a bottle of it's like fucking 100 and it's like 90% something like that Everclear, like just pretty much straight rubbing alcohol, like fucking gross.
It's supposed to be like you take a sip of it and you're drunk.
Yeah,
That's how strong it is.
And then we put 2 bottles of just the cheapest fucking plastic half-gallon vodka bottles.
Fucking what's it called? I just did a vodka tasting. Like Premier. It's like Premier vodka, the
but it's
bottom
like-
shelf shit.
It's like the one with like it's like got like fucking Russian writing on the front almost, like
That makes it better.
yeah.
You think about it, it's not bottom shelf,
Yeah.
at least the bottom of the bottom, because it has that authenticity.
Well, I mean,
of
Tito's
being
is
Russian.
Tito's is distilled in Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
and it's one of the better vodkas.
I thought Tito's was a fucking tequila
really
for the longest time, until I got aware of Bert Kreischer and his addiction to Tito's.
I enjoy Tito's. I would say that if I'm gonna drink vodka, I'm not gonna like spend way like a shit ton of money and get like Goose. So
It all tastes the fucking same. I can vouch for that.
yeah.
What if you had to be an alcoholic and you could only have one hard alcohol? Let's run the gambit. If you have one hard alcohol only, what would it be?
Rum.
Rum? What rum? Sailor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, beer.
Does it have... See, that one's tough because
You do like a microbrew?
Well, that's tough because if I'm an alcoholic, I'm gonna want to drink a lot of beer. So it's probably gonna be a cheap beer that I can go to the
But-
gas station and pick up.
Money is no issue though. If you have to ball out on beer, that's all you're drinking. There's a commitment there.
I'm probably gonna go basic Washington, and go with Mac and Jacks.
That's a good call. Vino, type of vino, not necessarily a winery or anything, but a type.
Honestly, I like fruity wines. I don't really like super dry wines.
So like a Riesling,
yeah,
nice
something
white
like that.
sweet Riesling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good call.
I don't like pink wine though.
No, that's like sangria
Yeah, it's not good.
realm. No, it's too sweet. too
Honestly,
fruity.
white wine. Yeah, white wine is way better than pink wine.
Pink,
No.
yeah.
Yeah,
Red,
no.
a Merlot, a good Merlot is good. Have you
Yeah.
ever had like steak with wine?
No,
Dude, that's a move.
we should go to Daniel's and try it out.
And that's
No, not in the budget.
That's so much. I've never spent more on a fucking meal, and I don't regret it because it was delicious.
Oh, fantastic!
But I've never spent more on a meal than a Daniel's broiler in
South Lake
South Lake
Union.
Union. Yeah, I was gonna say Soho. I'm like, that's not right. Or Sodo.
Soho
Really
in
not right.
New York.
Soho, New York. Yeah.
I want to try the one in Bellevue too because it's like in a skyscraper. Like you go to like the 21st floor and you get off the elevator and you're like there
Jesus.
in the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's bougie as fuck.
Fucking money. Bellevue is. Goddamn.
Fuck Bellevue.
I had some bomb ass sushi in Bellevue.
What's it called?
So I thought it was called Japanesa. I was corrected by one of my friends who actually worked. He used to work for this restaurant company that would like set up restaurants before they open, and he like bring in all the equipment and stuff, stage it and everything. And he said it was called Hapanessa. But why the fuck would you serve sushi at a place called Hapanessa when it's Japan Nessa?
I mean, in the Japanese language, is it similar to where H's,
No, it's not
J's are
Spanish.
H's?
It's not like when you laugh in
Habanesa.
Japanese, you don't go J-A-J-A-J-A-J-A like they do in Spanish-speaking countries. That makes no sense.
What does it H make? What is it? What H?
Ja. Yeah. I think
In
actually
Spanish.
H.
Yeah. It's like
Well, it's not Yiddish. It's not Jewish. I think
Yamaha.
Yamaha. I think it depends, but like thinking about it though, I'm trying to think of how many Japanese-speaking people I've come across where they say Japan. I think they say like Japan, but I think the J they're still Japan.
Okay.
But then that sounds French, so I don't know. I'm not a linguist.
Speaking of Bert Kreischer, do you think he's racist?
Going into the meta right now. I don't know if you've heard the episode of Your Mom's House because that's like I'm such a stan for that podcast. The last one that Bert Kreischer was on.
I did not listen to the
Dude,
last one that he was
you
on.
gotta listen to that one because they were talking about like the sensitivity of the N-word and just using it on stage and if it's appropriate or not. And he tells this joke that he's working on that when he was in college, he was looking for a party and he shows up at this frat house, but this is like a black frat house. And so then he's like in this neighborhood of it's a block party of just black people and he's driving his convertible through it. And he like gets stuck because it's a mob of people. Mm-hmm. And then one guy comes up to him and like kind of like intimidates, like kind of shows like, what are you doing here, Whitey? And then he like reaches into the convertible, into Bert's convertible, turns on the high beams, and then yells out in a white voice, "Move it." Mm-hmm. And he says it. And they use it as a soundbite in the following weeks. It's like, move it. It is fucking hilarious. I don't think he's racist. I think everyone's racist to a degree. But I think when it actually gets like legitimate like hate speech, I don't think there's a lot of people out there. Another reason why I hate the South. Slavery, It's still real. Segregation's still real.
That's true.
The public schools in the South are typically minority, which is the majority down there, but they're minority.
There's so much old money in the South, though.
Yeah.
All the white people
fucking
have
Colonel
so
Sanders
much old money.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then the private schools are where all the white kids go.
Yeah.
So there's definite divide. There's definite segregation. But going back to your original question, I don't think Bert's racist. I have a counter question though. Mm-hmm. When is it okay for a white person to use the N-word?
With permission.
But is that permission in one?
Okay, so
group,
it's
or
okay if you have
Al Sharpton saying you can say it.
Well, it's never okay to say it where, realistically, if nobody's gonna hear it, I guess it's not okay to say it, but it's not gonna matter.
In the car listening to rap music.
I wouldn't judge somebody for that.
No. 'Cause you can't because you're not there.
If you're around a black person and they get offended by it, I wouldn't. I would say that's very inappropriate.
So then what? You just test the water and be like, I'm going to see how you react.
No, I would say if you're gonna say it, that you better be friends with them at least, and you kind of have a judgment on where they are on it.
I don't know because we're both very white.
Yeah,
Both very white.
extremely white.
So, in my opinion, it's not okay to say it ever.
I mean, I've heard it. I've heard you say it when you were like singing.
Yeah. Or you said I heard it say it once, and I think I was using it as a quote. I think quotations it should be okay, but not just for the sake of saying it. Mm-hmm. Like it's like I'm going to read you a page out of Huckleberry Finn. It's like yeah, you can't get around saying it.
Did you have to read that in high school? Really?
Oh yeah.
I did not.
Which
I read The Hobbit.
leisurely or
No, like
assigned
for a class.
Damn, that's a thick read.
Not really.
Yeah. Isn't The Hobbit the longest, the thickest out of all of the J.R.R.
No.
Tolkien's? Yeah.
The Lord of the Rings books are way longer.
Oh wait, you're right. I remember
The
having this
Hobbit's,
conversation.
like,
It's
fucking-
tiny.
yeah.
You're right. And then they still squeezed 3 fucking movies out of that, which I never
Yeah.
finished. I thought they were trash.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
Oh yeah.
You love it?
Amazing. Yeah.
Good.
Breakdown. This will probably be. I'm running out of time personally, but breaking down the iconic trilogies. Rate them: Harry Potter, all of Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Where do
I
they?
mean,
Where
I
do they
wouldn't
fall?
call Harry Potter a trilogy.
Or sorry, not series. Sorry, I meant series, not
Series.
trilogy.
So I'm gonna go with Star Wars number 1, Lord of the Rings number 2, and then Harry Potter. I would say as a kid I liked Harry Potter probably a little bit more.
Yeah.
But as I've matured as an adult, I like Star Wars better.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate older films more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really difficult. I can say this from firsthand. It's really difficult to sit down and watch the original Star Wars with someone who's never seen them.
I agree.
Because there's such a stigma. It's like, this is an old movie. Why am I watching this old movie? It's like,
I
oh,
agree.
you don't understand like how influential it's about you. Like, you have to break it down, and then
See,
it's like,
I couldn't watch
not
Star
worth
Wars
it.
as a kid. I did not want to watch it.
Really?
Yeah. When I got older, I loved it. As soon as I watched it, I immediately fell in love with it.
yeah.
But as a kid, I could not sit through it. I didn't have the patience to sit through it.
I fucking watched the motherfucking shit out of Star Wars, the originals, as a kid.
Really?
My grandma had them on remastered VHS all day long.
See, the thing I don't like about the remastered versions is at the end of episode 6, I guess,
Dude,
technically,
it's the dumbest shit.
when Anakin's in the he's like in the Force form, like that's such bullshit.
The Christian, what's his name? The guy who played Anakin in the prequels. I can't remember his name.
His little fucking rat tail.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, but these were the remastered VHSs before the prequels.
Oh,
So they still
shit.
they were just like color corrected. And,
Okay.
like just redone up. Like
So
I
that's
remember,
not bad.
I remember the case was this metallic gold with Darth Vader on it. It had the 3 VHSs in it.
That's
But yeah,
yeah, because I have the DVD remastered or the Blu-ray.
I have that too, and yeah,
I have the
it's
same set you
thing.
have,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's the same thing. They have Anakin Christian, whatever his name is, fucking shit Anakin on it, which yeah is really dumb. But
Christian McCaffrey.
no, I want to say Christian Slater, but that's not it either.
Isn't he like the guy who played Anakin? Isn't he like total piece of shit now?
He's not a piece of shit. His career was just ruined. The guy who played young Anakin is like arrested and like in and out of jail. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what it was. And then also, the original Star Wars movies, the only one who actually had a career was,
Mark Hamill.
no,
Mark Hamill had a career. He's done. I guess he did one of the
fucking Han Solo. Why can I?
Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a great career.
Yeah, because Carrie Fisher, because he was like the blockbuster name. Everyone else was a no-namer, and that's what they tried to do with the new movies. They're like, we're going to bring in a bunch of people that no one knows.
I mean, I
To
really
success.
liked the casting on the new ones, though.
yeah, I agree 100%.
Oh, fantastic, dude! I'm stoked for the new Lion King.
Watching Mufasa get killed in HD.
Yeah, dude. When Simba goes, do you think he's gonna have actual tears, like when he goes up and like starts shaking him and is like, "Dad,
Oh God, that'll be tough to watch.
Dad, little HD Simba,
No, no bueno.
Dad."
Where? Yeah, I want more matches for Star Wars.
I mean, did Mark Hamill, did he even have like any other movies besides Star Wars?
He did. I think he went into video games. I guess I watched a documentary about voice actors in animation and video games, and I guess he had like a crazy performance as the Joker that some would argue. They argued in this documentary that it was like as good as Heath Ledger as far as the commitment to the role. And he does. I mean, he does a good voice. Oh wait, I'm looking for. God damn it!
They're up at the top, bro.
No, they're not, because there's A New Hope, OG.
Which one are you looking for?
I'm looking for the ones that the older Anakin was.
Oh, the shit ones.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just
Dude,
don't.
the CGI in the early 2000s ones is so fucking bad.
I disagree, because I watched those somewhat recently and they held up. Yes,
Really?
they're dated, but they held up.
I think
They
the
can
grass.
pass.
I think the grass on what is it? The one where Jar Jar Binks, the planet Jar Jar Binks lives on. Naboo. The grass on Naboo is so fucking bad.
I mean, yes, there's some
That
parts
big
of it.
field is
Yeah.
so questionable.
All right, stand by for the name of the jabroni who played Anakin, and I'm sure if you're listening to this, you've been screaming at us. Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen.
Oh, I was saying,
Have you watched a recent Samuel L. Jackson movie?
I just watched Kill Bill Volume 2
No,
a couple nights ago.
A newer
It's
Sam
not recent.
Jackson movie.
What is his? What is
probably the Hitman's Bodyguard with,
No,
with Ryan Reynolds? I think.
no, I didn't touch that.
It was
Absolutely not.
on. It's on Hulu, so I watched it.
I don't have Hulu.
Dude, Sam Jackson looks so damn old now. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Probably the Avengers is probably the last one you saw, man, huh?
Yeah, and he was just at the very end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. This is
What's your
all-
favorite Sam Jackson character?
The one in Pulp Fiction. I can't remember his name.
You think
but
so?
Fucking kills it. Actually,
yeah, that's
Should be right
fantastic.
here. Jules. That is a tasty burger.
I think I like because it's one of my favorite movies is Django.
Yeah,
I fucking love Django.
he's good in Django. Have you seen that Hateful Eight? Basically,
not.
any Quentin Tarantino movie that he's been
Yeah.
in, he's good in.
I really want to watch that movie. I think I started it, but then had to do something, so that was
It's a
kinda
good one.
sad. It's like at the start of it, they like all end up in that saloon when they're in like a
the
winter
blizzard.
storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a good one.
Yeah, I watched the start of that then.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in a lot of shit. I'm looking at the filmography right here.
Oh, speaking of the Marvel Pod, RTP to Stan Lee.
Yeah,
I'm so glad he never got caught up in the Me Too movement.
I don't think he did. I don't think he was that type of personality, but I think too.
I mean, did you think Bill Cosby was?
I didn't really watch the Cosby Show as a kid, and
I mean, I didn't either, but I mean, you still heard of Bill Cosby.
yeah,
He's
I knew who
like
he
a-
was. I mean, yeah, it
A
was a
decent
surprise.
human being.
Yeah, it was a surprise. I don't know. But I think to wrap this up, I want to say rest in peace, Steven Hillenburg, creator of SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. man.
I think, in my opinion, I understand the influence that Marvel has and how big it is today. But in my opinion, the Steven Hillenburg passing is bigger news to me personally.
I would believe that.
Yeah,
What's your favorite episode of SpongeBob?
I've had that conversation before. It can't be done.
Really?
We can't. I sat down with some friends, and I think we had the season 1 DVD, and we're just like, let's just try to narrow it down to a favorite episode from season 1. It's literally impossible. You can't do it. Of course, the Doodle Bob one is iconic. Have you seen?
I never really liked the Doodle Bob one. I understand that he's an iconic character, but the episode itself,
Oh, it's great.
I find Doodle Bob very creepy.
Oh yeah, that was the point.
I know, but like almost like creepy to a point where I
turn
don't
off?
enjoy it. Yeah.
Did you see about the petition that people are
To
passing
play,
around? Yeah,
to play the sweet
Sweet,
victory
yeah.
at the Super Bowl,
Dude.
it'd be better than Maroon 5.
Yeah, it would. And is it Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
I can't
One of those
remember.
shitbags. Yeah, but pay homage. But yeah, I can't sit here and say what the best episode is. They're all of our era's episodes are fucking
Yeah.
iconic.
And the one to top it off was the first SpongeBob movie.
Yeah,
Legendary.
yeah.
Fucking love. That's probably my favorite SpongeBob thing.
Really?
Is the SpongeBob SquarePants the movie, man, with David Hasselhoff and fantastic.
I remember seeing that in theaters.
I did too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing 2 distinct movies in theaters. The first Cars movie and then SpongeBob SquarePants the movie.
Yeah, I went and saw Jurassic Park 3 in theaters. It was the first PG-13 movie I went and saw.
Oh, the other one is I was probably like 10 when the third Lord of the Rings movie came out.
Oh yeah, I went and saw that with my grandma.
Yeah, I saw that with my dad, and I just remember as a kid loving it, but just like sitting in the movie theater for that long, I was just so restless. Like
That's a long movie.
I just wanted to get out. Oh, so long.
It's a really long movie. Return of the King is, I think, the longest one by like 25, 30 minutes.
Great film though.
Oh yeah.
I want to watch it. That's the one I haven't watched in a long time. I haven't watched the final one.
I have all 3 on Blu-ray. I want to borrow them.
I don't have them on Blu-ray. I have them on DVD though.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, I think I have them over there. I got a nice little movie collection going
Yeah.
on now.
What's your favorite movie of all time? Well, this will be the last question.
Favorite movie of all time. The easy one for me is Lion King, just because like I love Lion King.
Yeah.
Following that, Jurassic Park 1.
Mm.
And then probably Star Wars Episode 2. Or episode excuse me. Episode 5.
Clone Wars? Holy fuck.
Episode 5.
Empire
I
Strikes Back.
apologize.
Empire
Empire Strikes Back.
Regarded as the best Star Wars.
Fucking amazing. I don't even care if it's like just like highly regarded as the best Star Wars movie or whatever.
You
but
personally.
I personally
That's your shit.
love that movie,
Yeah.
man. The snow, just being in Hoth.
Yes. Yeah.
So good.
Going back to that VHS set that my grandma had, I watched 5 The Empire Strikes Back more than any other one. By like tenfold.
Yeah, I believe it.
But yeah.
I mean, and it's not even like, just one more thing. It's not even like the iconic scene where it's like, I'm not your father. Just the rest of the
it's
movie.
everything else.
Oh,
yeah.
it's so
Yeah,
good.
it's so good.
It's so good. All right.
All right, well,
Let's wrap her
we
up.
got to wrap this up. Jeff, thanks for coming on. This was fun. I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
we were talking over the last couple weeks playing hours of Rocket League on
Yeah.
Xbox. That
Shout out to
wanted
RL.
wanted to get one going.
I got
Podcast.
slammed and played RL last night. I was drinking Moscow Mules last night. And the best thing about a Moscow Mule is that the lime juice covers any alcohol.
So before you know it, you're hammered.
Yeah, I'll go 1-to-1 with ginger beer and vodka and then put lime juice on top and can't even tell.
Yeah.
Can't even tell. And
so you
before I
just
knew it,
got
I was half a
sloshed.
bottle of Tito's in.
Oh, fuck.
And I was fucking slammed playing Rocket League last night. It was fun. It was a
Awesome.
good time. Yeah.
Do you want to throw out some plugs? Maybe your gamer tag. I don't know what. How you wanna
I don't
promote
really have any
yourself.
plugs.
No.
I mean, if you want to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter at Justice51. You don't
That's
have
it.
to. I don't really post a lot. I'm not very active.
Yeah.
Give me a phone call 425. No, I'm just kidding.
I can throw it up there.
Nah, that's all right.
Okay. All right.
But yeah.
Not even text. Like, hey Jeff, I listened to you on the Chuck Sway show. It's great.
No, just DM me. It's okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Facebook, Jeff Estes.
Jeff.Estes. Which number are you? Because on the URL on Facebook, it takes whatever number when your profile was created and assigns a number. So if your name is Stan Johnson, you're going to be Stan.Johnson fucking 1538 or whatever.
So I made a new one after high school so then I could bury every bad thing. No, in high school. So like all my
Yeah.
middle school. Because I deleted my Facebook from probably my freshman year to my junior year.
Yeah.
And then I made a new one. And then so like
So maybe Jeff Estes 2
no, it'll
is
be
your URL.
no, it'll be way higher because I'm a relatively newer account.
No, okay.
Not like 14 years ago when Facebook first came
Right.
out. So
I'm safe to say I'm the only one. I don't got to worry about it.
no
Right.
other Dallas Elfinsons.
Yeah, my human name is not. Yeah, don't have to worry about it.
Human
Yeah.
name. Yeah, Chuck Sway.
Yeah.
But Chuck Sway. You only Chuck Sway.
So when I went to create the Facebook page, I just wanted to do Chuck_Sway, and it wasn't. It was.
Did you get to channel your inner Charles B. Sway today? With
Yeah,
the,
I got fancy, busted out the middle name. Now it's just melted ice.
I like
but-
the glasses though.
Yeah, they're
I
nice.
think they're nice.
Well, let's end on. Or do you still have liquid? Yeah,
Something like that.
it's just water.
so
All right.
so. Ass, titties.
Ground. Thanks for coming, Jeff. It's been fun.
Of course, that happens at the end.